Good evening, viewers. You're now watching Hornbill TV's Prime Time. Prime Minister Narendra Modi on Thursday said India's tightly controlled nuclear power sector will soon be opened for private players, a move that will give new strength to the country's energy security. The Prime Minister made the remarks during a function to inaugurate Skyroot Aerospace Infinity campus here. The government has set a target of generating 100 GW of nuclear power by 2047, a more than tenfold increase from the current capacity of 8.8 GW of atomic energy generation. The government has listed the Atomic Energy Bill 2025 for introduction during the winter session of Parliament beginning December 1. The bill seeks to open up the nuclear power sector for private sector participation. Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman, presenting the general budget in February this year, had also announced plans to amend the nuclear liability law.
हम एक बहुत महत्वपूर्ण सेक्टर में भी कदम उठाने जा रहे हैं। हम न्यूक्लियर सेक्टर को भी ओपन करने की तरफ आगे बढ़ रहे हैं। इस सेक्टर में भी हम प्राइवेट सेक्टर की सशक्त भूमिका की नींव रखने जा रहे हैं। इससे स्मॉल मॉड्यूलर रिएक्टर, एडवांस रिएक्टर्स और न्यूक्लियर इनोवेशन में अवसर बनेंगे। यह रिफॉर्म हमारी एनर्जी सिक्योरिटी और टेक्नोलॉजिकल लीडरशिप को नई शक्ति देगा।
US President Donald Trump on Friday said that he would permanently pause migration from all third world countries to allow the US system to terminate illegal admissions into the United States. This comes in the wake of the shooting of 2 National Guard service members in Washington, D.C. on Wednesday by an Afghan national, which resulted in the death of 1 National Guard and left the other critically injured. Trump said that these goals would be pursued with the aim of achieving a major reduction in illegal and disruptive population, taking a dig at former President Joe Biden, saying, including those admitted through an unauthorized and illegal auto-pen approval process. He further said, only reverse migration can fully cure this situation. Trump further said that the refugee burden is the leading cause of social dysfunction in America. The statement by Trump comes shortly after the U.S. Citizenship and Immigration Services has issued a fresh set of guidelines in wake of the shooting of 2 National Guards by an Afghan person on the eve of Thanksgiving in the United States. The new policy guidance would authorize USCIS officials to consider country-specific factors from 19 countries when reviewing immigration requests. In an official statement released on Thursday local time, the USCIS said that it will consider relevant country-specific factors when using its broad discretionary authorities regarding aliens from 19 high-risk countries after halting refugee resettlement from Afghanistan and the entry of Afghan nationals in the first year of Trump administration. U.S. President Donald Trump has announced the demise of one of the 2 National Guard soldiers wounded in the recent shooting that occurred blocks away from the White House. The deceased National Guard soldier has been identified as U.S. Army Sarah Backstorm, who hailed from West Virginia. The shooting occurred at close range in central Washington, prompting a swift reaction from the administration. Addressing reporters, Trump criticized former President Joe Biden's earlier immigration policies, claiming the suspect has entered the United States from Afghanistan in 2021 and referring to the Asian country as a hellhole. Authorities identified the accused as Ramanullah Lakhanwal, a 29-year-old Afghan national who arrived in 2021. Officials believe he acted alone. Citing information from Homeland Security, Trump again noted that the suspect was Afghan.
My great fellow Americans, earlier today on the eve of the Thanksgiving holiday, 2 members of the National Guard serving in Washington, D.C. were shot at point-blank range in a monstrous ambush-style attack just steps away from the White House. They had been deputized as part of the most successful public safety and national security mission in the history of our nation's capital the D.C. Safe and Beautiful Task Force, which has achieved an unprecedented reduction in violent crime and crimes of all type. This heinous assault was an act of evil, an act of hatred, and an act of terror. It was a crime against our entire nation. It was a crime against humanity. The hearts of all Americans tonight are with those two members of the West Virginia National Guard and their families. The love of our entire country is pouring out for them, and we are lifting them up in our prayers. As we are filled with anguish and grief for those who were shot, we're also filled with righteous anger and ferocious resolve. As President of the United States, I am determined to ensure that the animal who perpetrated this atrocity pays the steepest possible price. I can report tonight that based on the best available information, the Department of Homeland Security is confident that the suspect in custody is a foreigner who entered our country from Afghanistan, a hellhole on earth. He was flown in by the Biden administration in September 2021 on those infamous flights that everybody was talking about. Nobody knew who was coming in. Nobody knew anything about it. His status was extended under legislation signed by President Biden, a disastrous president, the worst in the history of our country. This attack underscores the single greatest national security threat facing our nation. The last administration let in 20 million unknown and unvetted foreigners from all over the world, from places that you don't want to even know about. No country can tolerate such a risk to our very survival. An example is Minnesota, where hundreds of thousands of Somalians are ripping off our country and ripping apart that once great state. Billions of dollars are lost, and gangs of Somalians come from a country that doesn't even have a government, no laws, no water, no military, no nothing. As their representatives in our country preach to us about our Constitution and how our country is no good. We're not going to put up with these kind of assaults on law and order by people who shouldn't even be in our country. We must now re-examine every single alien who has entered our country from Afghanistan under Biden, and we must take all necessary measures to ensure the removal of any alien from any country who does not belong here or add benefit to our country. If they can't love our country, we don't want them. America will never bend and never yield in the face of terror. And at the same time, we will not be deterred from the mission these service members were so nobly fulfilling. That is why tonight I can announce that I have directed the Department of War to mobilize an additional 500 troops to help protect our capital city. We will make America totally safe again, and we will bring the perpetrator of this barbaric attack to swift and certain justice if the bullets going in the opposite direction haven't already done that. During this time of the year, when we gather at home with loved ones, these two patriots were wearing the uniform of our country, patrolling the streets of our capital. They had taken a selfless oath to defend our nation against all enemies, foreign and domestic, and that is exactly what they were doing when they were gunned down in a savage attack. I want to express my extraordinary gratitude to every member of the United States military who is deployed tonight at home and abroad. I also want to thank the Secret Service and the D.C. Metropolitan Police Department for their work today. This Thanksgiving, I ask every family to say a prayer for the two great heroes who were so horribly shot, and for their loved ones. Please say a prayer. May God bless them and comfort them, and may God bless and protect the United States.
Heavy rains from Cyclone Ditwa wreaked havoc across Sri Lanka on Friday, killing 46 people and leaving 23 missing, even as officials warned the storm could intensify in the coming hours. The Disaster Management Center said a landslide in the central tea-growing district of Badula swept through homes overnight, killing 21 people. It marks one of the most severe weather disasters the island has faced in recent years. The DMC added 43,991 people had been moved to schools and public shelters, including families rescued from rooftops as water rose. Most of the casualties were caused by landslides after more than 300 millimeter, 11.8 inches of rainfall drenched the island's eastern and central regions within a day. With cyclonic storm Ditwa nearing, the IMD's Regional Meteorological Center in Chennai on Friday issued a 3-hour yellow alert for several districts in Tamil Nadu. Meanwhile, Sri Lanka may divert flights from its main airport to Trivandrum or Cochin airports in South India if conditions worsen. Ports and Civil Aviation Minister Anure Karunathilake told reporters. Local media reported that 6 flights, including from Muscat, Dubai and New Delhi and also Bangkok, had already been redirected from Colombo's Bandara Nike International Airport.
Okray Hotel, and that's the Peradeniya ground. This looks like that's taxi. You can see some rubber signals. And this is the road to Kandy. You can see the schools are flooded, and this is the Queen's Laundry. You can see some vehicles over there, so flooded. If we walk a little bit further, there, that's the sports complex. It's also flooded, yeah. So yeah. There's some people.
We'll now take a short break. Stay tuned.
On the rise, सुन ले आसमां, डबल इंजन का ये मिशन है महान। 2047 तक हम न रुकेंगे, 6 ट्रिलियन का ड्रीम पूरा करेंगे। मथुरा की गलियों में गूंजे है राधा, अयोध्या में दूर हुई मंदिर की बाधा, काशी प्रयागराज की गोल्डन चमक, यूपी सरकार की गूंजे धमक। सड़कों पर फर्राटा फिक्रलेस बिल्कुल बिंदास, एक्सप्रेस वे पर साए साए पूरा विश्वास। विकसित यूपी की बढ़ गई प्यास, 2047 का ये विजन बहुत खास। माफिया का दी एंड, फियर गॉन, योगी राज में लॉ एंड ऑर्डर हुआ स्ट्रॉन्ग। बेखौफ घूमे जनता, गुंडों पर मार, नया यूपी तोड़ रहा पुरानी दीवार। यूपी ऑन द राइज, सुन ले आसमां, डबल इंजन का ये मिशन है महान। 2047 तक हम न रुकेंगे, 6 ट्रिलियन का ड्रीम पूरा करेंगे।
The number of people who have been killed in the devastating fire at an apartment complex in Hong Kong rose to 128. With as many as 200 people still missing, officials are said to have informed as firefighters brought the blaze under control 42 hours after it ignited. According to CNN, at least 79 people were injured in the fire, which rapidly spread through multiple buildings in a public housing estate in the Tai Po neighborhood. Hong Kong Secretary for Security Chris Tang said during a press conference on Friday. He warned that the death toll could rise further as there are about 200 people whose situation is still unknown. As per him, this figure includes a number of dead bodies yet to be identified. Wang Fuk Court, An affordable housing complex completed in 1983 houses around 4,000 residents in 1,984 units. When the fire broke out, all 8 buildings were enclosed in green mesh and scaffolding as part of a major renovation project. The fire started from the scaffolding outside one building and spread to the other 6. Hong Kong police on Thursday arrested 3 men linked to the renovation project on suspicion of gross negligence and for suspected manslaughter. Officials said early findings indicate that the polystyrene boards and other construction materials such as nets and canvas did not meet safety standards. BJP leader N.V. Subhash on Friday took a dig at Congress amid the speculated power tussle between Chief Minister Siddaramaiah and Deputy CM D.K. Shivkumar, saying that the Siddaramaiah government's days are numbered. The leader further said, as there is an internal tussle between the Siddaramaiah and D.K. Shivkumar camps over the sharing of the Chief Minister's post, the Congress know very well that the Congress government will not be formed in the upcoming elections in Karnataka. People are really fed up with the Congress party and Rahul Gandhi's leadership, he added.
The government headed by Mr. Siddaramaiah, I think his days are now numbered because the internal tussle between Siddaramaiah camp and D.K. Shivkumar camp about the seat sharing, about the Chief Minister post sharing, which we believe that in the first half of the 5 years term, Mr. Siddaramaiah will be the Chief Minister and second half will be the D.K. Shivkumar. So it is time for Siddaramaiah to step down. The issue which has been going on from past few days, the Bharatiya Janata Party claims that this is only nothing but seat sharing where everyone wants to become the Chief Minister of Karnataka. They know very well that in the upcoming assembly elections in Karnataka, the Congress government is not going to make it because all over the state, all over the country, wherever the Congress party is been contesting, whether in an assembly or in a parliament, they are not getting enough number of seats. People are really fed up of Congress party and Rahul Gandhi leadership. So Mr. D.K. Shivkumarji wanted to have the piece of cake, the power of sharing for next 2.5 years. The Congress during the assembly elections in the Karnataka, they have given 5 guarantees. They have made people believe that the Congress party is the only party which will save the Karnataka and then development. But when we see that there is so much of internal tussle between the two leaders, people are really fed up on that. Their issues have not been really taken into account. And there are so many issues which has to be settled for the public. But only they are interested in their own development rather than the people development. Bharatiya Janata Party appeals to the Karnataka people. You have seen enough of this, the Congress party's power sharing tactics and only looting people. It is the Bharatiya Janata Party is the only party. There is no alternative in Karnataka. Bharatiya Janata Party should be made to come into power in next assembly elections. Whenever the state elections or whenever there are any elections which is being held in Karnataka, people should vote.
Karnataka continues to be in the grip of political uncertainty as the Congress battles a leadership crisis over a possible change in the Chief Minister's post. However, Karnataka Minister Priyanka Kharge on Friday dismissed speculations over discussions regarding a change of leadership in the state, asserting that Congress is united and will remain united. Following the meeting with Karnataka Deputy Chief Minister D.K. Shivkumar, while speaking to reporters, he said that he met the Deputy Chief Minister as he had an administrative problem. Kharge's visit to the Deputy CM comes ahead of a possible meeting between D.K. Shivkumar and the Congress leadership consisting of President Mallikarjun Kharge and Lok Sabha LOP Rahul Gandhi. Shivkumar is expected to leave Friday for Delhi. However, Priyanka Kharge played down the reports, urging the media not to indulge in any speculations. He urged that the Chief Minister and DCM have already said that if the High Command summons them, they will go.
And Rahul Gandhi ji have decided to convene a meeting.
How do you know?
That is exactly what even I am asking. CM does not know, DCM does not know, PCC president does not know, me as a cabinet minister does not know. How do you know?
Is there a delay, sir, on behalf of the High Command in deciding?
They will intervene at the right time when it is necessary. Unnecessary speculation is not necessary, is not appreciated.
Delay, sir. Are they divided? Is the Congress party divided at the moment?
Who said they are divided? I don't know where media gets their information from. No, see, I cannot react to everything that increases your TRPs. Congress was, is, and will be united.
Sir, not just that, there is a Twitter wordplay going on between DK.
See, that again is blown out of proportion. That is something that Mr. DK Shivakumar had said openly in during a speech. And the same speech was the thing that was put in there. Yes, maybe it was misconstrued or the timing was wrong, or media, as always, reads between the lines. Now, what can we do about it?
But CM also responded to that, no, sir.
See,
hitting back at DK.
how? We have always say, Nudante Nadada Sarkara, right? What does Nudante Nadadive mean? We always walk the talk. That's exactly what we have always told, not from now. Even during Mr. Siddaramaya's first time, that is the constant line that we have always told.
So now BJP is trying to cash in on all these.
BJP will do that, right? That's their job. Why should I react to BJP?
Time for another short break. Stay tuned.
सबसे नतुन खबर और जानकारी गानी त्यादो पाबी अपनी लगा निजोर भाषा नागामिस ते हुदाई शाम 6 बजिरे हॉर्नबिल टीवी लगा नागामिस न्यूज बुलेटिन प्रा खुदे अपनी पाबो डांगोर खबर लगा हेडलाइंस लोकल खबर आरो नागालैंड आरो बाहर दे होई थागिया डेवलपमेंट खान अपनी दुकान सिंपल आरो क्लियर नागामिस प्रा साबोले पारबो जानकारी लोई थागिबी कनेक्ट होइगिना थागिबी हॉर्नबिल टीवी लोगोते
Thank you so much for watching us and see you in cinemas.
And cut. Break for lunch.
Dada, lunch laga dijiye please. हाँ.
Lovely.
Hindustan Aeronautics Limited Chairman and Managing Director D.K. Sunil on Friday reaffirmed the robust safety features of the Tejas light combat aircraft, saying that the aircraft is absolutely safe. And the crash at the Dubai Air Show was an unfortunate incident, which will have no impact on the future use of the aircraft, he stated. Speaking at ANI's National Security Summit, the HAL chairman said, There is absolutely no problem with the Tejas. It is absolutely safe and its safety record is the best in the world. What one saw in Dubai was an unfortunate incident, he said. Also reaffirming the effort of research and development put into the aircraft, the HAL chairman mentioned that it is a matter of pride that India has indigenously developed a 4.5 generation aircraft with the latest capabilities. The HAL chairman also said that the company is focusing on export as well as in an effort to become a global player.
We're talking about that. My question to Mr. D.K. Sunil, he's the chairman and managing director of Hindustan Aeronautics Limited. So the US saw 174 air crashes, but India has had 2 Tejas crashes in 24 years. What would you have to say about the doubts about Tejas? And also related question is that after the crash in Dubai, it's dealt a blow. Many news channels say that the fighter jet ambitions of India have got a setback, and its ambitions need to be restructured. There's concern about our shrinking squadrons. So I'm sure the students out here also would like to know that where are we now after the Tejas crash?
Good morning and thank you. At the outset, let me tell you that there's absolutely no problem with the Tejas. Let me declare it from this forum. There is no problem with the Tejas. It's a wonderful aircraft and it is absolutely safe, and its safety record is the best in the world. We've had a couple of them, and what you saw in Dubai was an unfortunate incident. I think as countries evolve and develop their own technologies, they go through phases. And today we've made this 4.5 generation aircraft with the latest capability. It's a resounding success, and we should all be proud of it. So I think there will always be naysayers who are talking about this and raising questions, but it will not deter us from going from strength to strength. So I can assure you that it's an absolutely safe aircraft, and there is no question that it will have any impact on the future of Tejas. We have an order for 180, and I'm sure it will go up, and we will definitely even have an export market for this. So I think this comes up every time there is some indigenous product, and there are bound to be some failures or problems. But
let me interrupt you. Why does...
That's all for now. Thank you for watching Hornbill TV.
Thank you so much for